eliminate the x terms. Okay, so the x's. Let's look over here. What could you multiply the top and bottom by to get opposite coefficients? Any ideas?
Does that have to be the same number in both equations?
Yes.
So we're multiplying the top and bottom?
Yes.
Could you just do 5 on top and 2 on bottom?
You're so close. So what I'm hearing is, if I multiplied this by 5, I'd get a 15, right? 15x. And if I multiplied this by 3, I'd also get a 15x. But we want them to cancel, so you're going to make one of them negative, and it doesn't matter which one. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to multiply the top, we'll say by a -5, and you would do the bottom by a 3. Okay. After you do that, you're going to get 2 new equations, same steps. Okay. Let's look across the page to this one. What if I asked you this time to eliminate the y terms? Any ideas on that? What could I multiply the top and bottom by this time? I have a 5y and a 7y. So I'm hearing multiply the top by 7 because that would give me a 35y. If you're going to do that one by 7, then do this one by a -5 to get a -35. Sometimes the signs are already opposites, and then you can do both by positive. Okay, so that's the idea here. Okay, let's see. This one's the same, isn't it, for the x's? I'm just asking what to multiply by. Okay, let's go to example 4. How about if in this new example, I asked you to get opposite y terms? What are some things you could do? Give me, there's more than one answer to this one. Do you see how they're already positive and negative, first of all? Okay. Any ideas? So if you multiplied the top by 3, you'd get a 24y, yes. And the bottom by 4 to get a -24y. Who didn't see that? What if you chose and you knew it was 6 and 8 to get 48y? That's fine, you're going to have bigger numbers. As long as you get opposite coefficients, if you don't get the smallest one, it's not the end of the world, okay? But Jaden, you're right, the smallest one you would multiply would be this by 3, because 3 times 8y would give you 24y, and then this one by 4, because 4 times -6y would give you -24y. Okay, let's try one. Let's try one. Let's try number 5. 5 was the one up above, so I'm going to use your advice from above. I'm going to multiply the top by -5 and the bottom by 3. Let's do that. So the top by -5, the bottom by 3, and then right next to it, I like to write my 2 new equations. -5 times 3x is -15x. -5 times 5y is -25y. Don't forget the other side of the equal sign. Sometimes we forget that. -5 times 10 is -50. Okay, let's do the bottom. 3 times 5x is +15x. 3 times 7y is +21y. 3 times 10 is 30. All right, I would like you to try from here now. Would you add those 2 equations and see if you can figure out what y is? I got that.
Oh,
Y equals 5. When you're plugging 5 back in, you of course can go up here, that's fine. But these numbers are going to be bigger. You can also pick one of those two. These are just different versions of those two equations. I'm going to pick the top equation and I'm going to plug 5 in. So I have now 3x plus 5 times, and y was 5, equals 10. 3x plus 25 equals 10. I'm going to subtract 25 from both sides. 3x equals negative 15. And what's negative 15 divided by 3? Negative 5. So x equals negative 5, y equals 5, and I can write it as an ordered pair. Okay, last example we're going to do before we do practice. Let's try question 6. Okay, I am going to go ahead and just because we already did x's, I'm going to show it with y's. Thank you. So Frank, was it you? No, Jaden, it was you. You said to multiply by 3 and 4, so that's what we're going to do here. I need some helpers with the bigger numbers for calculator. My new equation is 9x plus 24y. Can somebody help me with 3 times 81?
243.
Okay. On the bottom, let's do the 4. 4 times 5x, we get 20x minus 24y. That's what we wanted to get those y's to cancel. And then I need some help on 4 times negative 39. Negative 156. Okay. Now, I understand these are bigger numbers, but you should get something that works out nice here. What's 9x plus 20x? 29x. And just be careful that this is a negative, be careful of the sign. This is a negative 156. So 243 plus a negative 156. What's that?
87.
You got 57?
87.
Divide by 29, you should get x equals 3. Yes?
yeah.
All right, would you plug it back in and find y for me? I got 9. Okay. Just remember, sometimes I ask you for x comma y. This time I said, what's x minus y? So what would I do? 3 minus 9, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I would get a negative 6 for x minus y.